Hello and welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda, where in the last episode we made a daring retreat from Meridian, but the Archon had to retreat harder because we had the station firing all upon his ships, and he didn't like that very much for reasons that are unclear to me. So now that we're back on the Tempest and trying to find a lead on Meridian, let's talk to our people. Lexi? Huh? No talking? God damn it. Oh no, I didn't actually want to do that. Ugh, I guess I can... Oops. I'm not gonna do that right now. I want to talk to Liam actually, but...
Pathfinder, thought you might be Callow. I asked him for nav data.
Data for what?
Mapping the Scourge. Now we know it's a weapon, I hate it more. Designed to isolate, lingers well after the war. I know what that is. It's a minefield.
They're vile, because it's not just about watching your step. They make normal life impossible.
You get it. The long-term point is to hobble the way the whole population lives. Mark this. The Ket are bad, but whoever deployed the Scourge, they're some motherfuckers.
So I'm not looking at it. You still don't want to talk? No. She's deep in thought, processing all the data she went through on an all-nighter. I get it.
Every time we fight an exalted Krogan, I think about how that could be me. I'd want you to kill me.
What? Why?
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a pyjak scratch its butt?
Tell me about the first time you fought someone.
That'd be my first battle. It was during the Krogan rebellions. I was just some snot-nosed brat back then, but my mother wanted me to get experience. At first, it was the best day of my life. And then my mother died on the battlefield.
I'd like to hear more about your mother.
She was one of the last great warlords of her generation. When my mother fell, we all did. All my people held on, sought revenge, but we splintered. Between that and the genophage, we changed. Not for the better.
Is that why your clan came to Andromeda?
And you start? A better future? We haven't had hope like that in a long time. Well, maybe here, with you, we'll find some.
Alright.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Okay, so want to make a round? Yeah, let's make a. Oh, we also have to have some pretty horrific things to talk to about to talk to
Hello,
John.
Ryder. Have you come to see if I'm finally broken? To see what discovering that my people were invented has done to me?
No, I'm actually here just here to listen to you.
Just here if you need to talk. I can't imagine what you're feeling.
I've been staring out the window, trying to figure that out.
That's new.
True. Angara are usually very free with our feelings.
Not talking about all Angara. I'm talking about you.
I'm numb. I'm in awe. There's a peace in knowing that though the universe is beyond your understanding, it doesn't need your understanding to function. That you may even have a hidden destiny.
I think that destiny should be yours at this point, not what the Jardan might have planned for them.
Doesn't matter. Your people aren't shackled to this new discovery.
I agree. We don't owe anything to the Jardan. Our destiny is our own. I'm not broken, Ryder. I'm excited. The Angara were created for a purpose. We were given vaults and golden worlds. All these advanced tools. And there is nothing the Ket can do about it. The future holds more for the Angara than a never-ending war on the Ket. Much more.
I don't think it'll be quite that easy.
Those bony bastards will put up a fight.
Let them. It doesn't matter if we were created by a god, reborn from our ancestors, or exist as the dream of an AI superpower. This discovery changes nothing except ourselves. And that's
Everything.
Okay. He took it quite well considering. There's no one here. I never see Cora in the lab here anymore.
Gotta say, you're handling this much better than I would.
Same here. I'd get nosebleeds just thinking about it.
maybe part of our design included how to cope with the revelation. But I think it's simply who we are.
Right.
That Archon barely sees us as sentient, strings people up like puppets. Didn't know Sam could do that to his Pathfinder. You sure you're okay?
Yeah.
Just a lingering bruise or two. My vitals are good.
Let's hope that sample he took isn't a problem. Losing the Krogan could really hurt us down the line, but at least we got Reika. Sorry, rambling. Did you need me?
Any more Commando war stories?
Tethys was our sniper. She was old, matriarch old, maybe more. Didn't show. Once saw her hit an Elcor in the eye from 2 clicks away.
That's a little scary.
She was. Always seemed to be hiding something, but she kept us safe.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
She seems to be backlogging a bit, so let's talk to her again. Maybe she has something to say about the...
Hi there.
No, she doesn't. Alright.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
About Meridian. I was wondering because she was talking about, you know, events before that. So, Petra, you in here?
Hey, Ryder. What are we going to do if Meridian isn't what we expect?
What do you mean?
What if it isn't where it's supposed to be? Or it doesn't work the way we think it does?
Let's not worry about things we don't know yet.
It's just we never really know what we're going to get with this remnant stuff. I've been going back and forth. Glee 1 second, worry the next. If it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. Learn that the hard way.
We still have to try. We still have to hope.
You're right. Of course you're right. We didn't give up to the worst of it, and we're not going to start now. Whatever happens, let's try to have fun doing it.
Haven't we so far?
2 galaxies worth.
Check. Alright, someone else down here? I don't know. Whoops.
It's my night off.
Alright.
Just checking in. What are you reading?
Harry's latest report on Scott. He's a troublesome patient.
So you're not really taking the night off.
Work-life balance has never been my strong suit.
Well, it's not too late to change that, you know.
You're in a new galaxy. Perfect time to change old habits.
If only it were that simple. How do you do it? Be both you and the Pathfinder.
Work is work. Life is life. I try not to mix the two.
Guess that's my problem. I live for my work.
Identifying that you have a problem is the first step.
Who's psychoanalyzing who here?
I don't know. You seem to need someone who just points to those things out that you should be seeing yourself.
I hear Liam's planning to show some vids.
If our duties ever give us time.
Explains why Drac and PB are distilling something unsavory. Screw up the measurements and bathtub hooch can leave you blind, or worse. We can do better.
Better how?
An Asari liquor called Acantha. They used to run these wonderful black and white ads. There might be a bottle on the Nexus. It wouldn't be too expensive, I'm sure. Let me know if you find it.
Alright.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
In the escape pod room? You should be too. Hint, hint.
Fun and games from Drac. Hey kid, you ever play Fire-Breathing Thresher Maws of Doom? Heck of a game. That's a game I'd definitely play. Virtual somehow scared me up a copy. Meet me at Vortex and we'll play. Alright. Getting back to normal from Carrie. Hello, Ryder. Well, things seem a bit more settled. I've been outside a few times and the threatening messages are tapering off. I'd like to talk. It'd be nice to see you and hear about this remnant city. Yeah. Cities and gardens from Cora. Remnant city got me thinking about my rose garden. Preparing the ground, planting for the future, all that. So the Jardin made Angara, but what's the end goal? Were they part of some grand plan? Preparing the ground for something else? I wonder if the Jardin had bigger plans for the cluster, and where we'd fit in. Appreciate the support. 2. Error, addressing not found, forwarding to Pathfinder Ryder from Zoe Wartsburg. Hi, Kello. I'm trying a new auto address system you suggested. Hope I got your last name right. I want to say something. Thank you doesn't cover what it means to have someone share the burden. I'm tracking every credit though. Prepare yourself for a windfall later. Fly safe, Zoe. Oops, don't worry about this, Ryder. I'll take care of it. Belief is weird. From Liam. I don't talk about stuff like this because my mouth's an idiot. Alright? But we're in a weird space now. The Jardin made a people. Back in the Milky Way we were knocking on the door of stable clones, but that's different. The bits are already there. It's snapped together. So I go down this hole about making life, and then I start thinking about Sam. Your dad made a kind of life. This amazing technical achievement that I look at and just can't even really get the edges of it. And it's in your head. It's pretty damn special. Like I need another reason to think Pathfinder or something different there. I don't know what the point is. Sometimes you're just right. Right? Costa. The image consists of media themed creation, genres into theological talks, scientific papers on technological integration, and a 1995 vid about an AR's choice of footwear. What? Cat facts from Lexi, right? I started my thesis on cat anatomy and I thought you would enjoy some of the interesting facts I've discovered. Cat have 323 bones in there, and 32 bones in their body. For comparison, human adults have 206. Cat have no reproductive organs. Oh. I was wondering about that. No, I wasn't. Similar to Turians and Quarians, cat are digitigrades. What? Digitigrades? I don't know what that is. The bone-like armor that covers their bodies are actual bones. The cat have double the amount of taste buds as the average human. Yay. Interesting to know. The rest are on the way. From Sal and Vern. Ryder, I thought you'd like to know that we called Rand Lawn, or Lantern Rel as he was going by on Kadara. The activities caused a panic amongst the other conspirators, it seems. We've already caught Keld and Neo's turn. It's only a matter of time until we persuade them or that scumbag Aiden to give up the others. When I say we, I'm riding from my hospital bed post-surgery holding the dart they yanked out of me. Doctors seem quite perturbed by it all. Once this medication wears off, I look forward to finding out what actual peace and quiet is like. Unless the Archbishop authorities need a counter-terrorism consultant, I suppose. Regards, Major Sullen Vern, STG, retired. Movie night plans. Ryder, Liam's movie night seems to be catching everyone's interest, especially Jack and PB. Well, perhaps we should talk. We might head off a medical emergency before it happens. Yeah, we already did talk about that. Fire-breathing Thresher Mouse of Doom. Oh yeah.
Extremely quick thinking for a human. You saw the perfect drop zone just in time.
Well, we humans get lucky sometimes.
I'm glad to have that kind of luck on my flight deck.
So peeps, wanted to talk? Alright.
I'm still trying to make sense of everything we learned at the Remnant City. I can't believe the Angara are designed. What are the implications?
I think there's quite a lot of implications.
Far too many to sift through at once. It's mostly for the Angara to figure out.
I can't imagine what this will mean to them. Helios is more and more interesting every minute. Anything you want to talk about before we head back into it?
Nope.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
So, how's the situation here, guys?
That's what the Solarian Ark was worth to our officers? Thousands of lives for maybe a future advantage against the Kett? You're a better person than I, Ryder. I'd have toasted Adin in our thruster exhaust. But at least the dead and their families have some justice. Need anything else?
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
I think that PB needs to read a few safety manuals.
Right.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Vetra's very kind. She actually got hold of some dried seaweed snacks for me. Said I needed feeding up.
Tell me something else about the ship.
O'Connell, our systems designer, was running a power distribution model. How power
I think
moves
we
through
already
the
had
ship.
that.
But he forgot to lock his... For 2 days, poor O'Connell was convinced that turning on all...
I'll let you...
Alright. Sui?
Pathfinder. Just the person I wanted to see. Meridian. Set on a path its creators, disrupted by the Scourge, now lost. An unmanned ship is at the mercy of ocean currents. Now, think of Meridian as the ship, and the Scourge as the ocean. If we can somehow predict the currents and track them, we could figure out where the ocean's taken the ship.
Alright, I'm guessing that won't be entirely accurate, and we still would have to search for it?
At best, that just narrows down the range of possible locations. It's better than nothing.
Dr. Anwar's suggestion may indeed be our best chance at finding Meridian. The more we know about the Scourge, the better we can predict how it affects the things it comes in contact with.
We'll need better data. Probes for the Scourge, and Garen star charts.
The Initiative made charts of Helios from the Milky Way 600 years back. Perfect baseline.
I can compare that to Helios at present. It'll give us numbers, but one set won't be enough. Sam, what exactly do we need right now?
Readings from within the Scourge itself, collected by probes planted at key points. Once enough data is collected, we'll need Initiative resources for mining and analysis. Once that is done, I can build a predictive model that will recalculate Meridian's path.
Alright, let's get this done.
We have a plan. Now let's make it work. Everyone's counting on us. Let's bring them home.
Okay.
Anomaly detected.
Wait, what?
Deploying probe.
Intense Scourge activity is common in this area. Might be worth planting a probe. We've arrived at a Scourge nav point appropriate for data collection.
Energy emitted from this area appears to be weaker than expected. A probe deposited within the center formation might be used to collect data.
Receiving Scourge readings.
Interesting. Apparently we can plant them in a multitude of systems. And new systems have opened up, yay! Woohoo! Well. Let's go and explore those.
Scourge really left its mark on these systems.
It's getting dense in the space beyond. Better be careful. Anomaly on sensors. Probes launched. Anomaly found.
Ground records confirm this comet collided with observation equipment at several points, causing it to spin off course. It follows a doomed orbit. Doomed! And it has a titanium deposit. Good.
Anomaly detected.
Witness hydrogen and nitrogen atmosphere is notable for its unique weather patterns. Storms begin and end here. What the hell? Begin and end here with almost mechanized consistency.
Deploying probe. Getting a scan.
Storm does not fit Witness in usual patterns. Appears to be a result of a comet impact that occurred within the past decade.
Anomaly detected.
Despite its size, the gas giant was not visible from the Milky Way during the early surveys. Whatever it was, somehow missed or affected by the whether it was somehow missed or affected by the Scourge is unclear.
Deploying probe. Got a reading from the asteroid belt.
This Andromeda Initiative satellite appears to be programmed to study Skitin, but many of its key components have been stripped away. Vials, silica and aluminum surfaces spotted with anomalous materials that defy our scans. Switching those materials through the scorching irradiated atmosphere will be the challenge of a generation. Huh? Endless flat deserts cover H088's surface under the sky suffused with lightning. A single great gouge, like an abandoned quarry, suggested a mining effort by ancient visitors. OCQ, oh god, that name has way too many consonants. Gold and silver abound in the thin rings surrounding this icy world, likely caused by numerous meteor impacts over hundreds of millennia. Alright. Can't plant a Meridian satellite here, so let's do that in the neighboring system here in Ericsson. Since we're in the general area, you know.
Anomaly detected. Deploying probe.
Intense Scourge activity is common in this area. Might be worth planting a probe.
I'm sure.
We've arrived at a Scourge nav point appropriate for data collection.
Okay, so let's make a quick pit stop at the Nexus, then we can explore the rest down here and plant a probe somewhere down there and proceed from there, I guess. And let's also play around a fire-breathing fucking thresher moss. Of Doom. I forget the of Doom. I think that's very important. Okay, so... Hello? Thank you. Oh yay, Acantha, a popular brand of acai liquor renowned for its warm, smoky flavor and sweet aftertaste. Sure, here, have some salvage. So... Alright, the Vortex was the club. Wasn't sure. What? Someone try to talk to me? I don't know. Someone said Pathfinder, and I was what? What? But actually there's more Pathfinders now, so maybe I'm talking to someone else.
The others aren't here yet, but it shouldn't be long.
The others?
Kesh and Vorn, if we're gonna teach you Krogan games, we're gonna need more Krogan.
Alright, sure.
I thought you didn't like Vorn.
What, just 'cause I ride him hard? He's smart, real handy with plans, kept the colony alive and going after we left the Nexus. Kesh made a good choice there, not that I had any say in the matter.
So, fire-breathing Thresher Maws of Doom?
That's right. Pretty basic game. First one Krogan kids usually play.
I've seen vids, and I know Thresher Maws are damn huge. But fire-breathing Thresher Maws of Doom? That sounds like overkill.
You'll see. It's great.
Right, so what are the rules?
Kids game, remember? It's simple. Burn down all the other pieces on the map. You win.
Alright, but how?
Wait, burn down as in actual fire, or metaphorical fire?
What do you think? I'll load up the mini flamethrowers when the others get here.
Well, at least the table's fireproof. I think.
Yeah, just don't hit the drinks. Bartender will have a fit.
What the hell? Wait, that was it? Oh, man, I wanted to see that. Damn it. Alright, I'm guessing Carrie is up here? Alright.
Pathfinder, do you have just a minute?
You're back.
Yes. I'm sorry I yelled, but those colonists seem so betrayed by something I created. I want to finish the documentary, take a stand for what matters. But what is that? What's best for the initiative?
The truth.
People deserve the truth. Today and 1,000 years from now. Let's give it to them.
Okay, have your Sam give me everything it recorded in that remnant city. I'll give them raw footage, uncompromising every challenge we need to overcome. Thanks, Ryder, for everything.
Hello, this is Director Jarrett Tan. I would like to extend a warm welcome to all our new Turian colonists. Please help make their stay comfortable.
At my age,
and let's all
family is more
celebrate
important
yet
than your
another
experiences.
sign of our
I don't regret staying close to home.
Alright, what else do we have going on here? Did I already do a lot? Jack, buying the thing, Path of a Hero. What's something else going on? I don't think there actually was. I could go back to Scott and tell him about the Remnant City, but I actually just wanted to go and do a quick pit stop here, so let's just head back to our ship. I think that actually was everything that I wanted to do. Conveniently, everything was located near the docking area, so there's that.
Gil's been asking if you can come by.
Ooh.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
So first let's return the liquor to Lexi. With return I mean, well, give too, because she didn't have it in the first place. Where is she, by the way? Doesn't appear to be there. Where the hell is she? Wait, was she below us? How can she be even further below us? That doesn't work. We're on the lowest deck, right?
I'm in engineering.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. Seems that she's over there.
Tempest had a main gun.
So would I.
It's not built for it. The recoil will blow out all our fancy windows.
What defenses does the ship have?
Kinetic barriers to handle space debris, the stealth drive.
And us.
Yeah, Cora.
So my buddy Jill, who, by the way, can't stop singing your praises, wants to have a baby. And, stop me if you've heard this one before, she asked me if I'd father it.
And that's something to joke about?
No. I don't know. Yes? Why the hell not?
That's a big deal, Gil. Maybe the biggest deal. You, more than anyone, should know that.
Why? Because my dad wasn't around. My mum did a great job, Ryder. I love my life.
And what are you doing here? If your life was so great, why did you leave it 600 years behind?
I don't know. I told you, not much thought went into it. I didn't really think it through.
Unless you want to do the same thing here, I suggest you treat this with the gravity it deserves.
I hear you. And you know I've been thinking about it, Ryder. Becoming a dad. I don't want to just be a donor. Bringing a kid into the world wouldn't be enough for me. I'd want to raise the child with Jill.
Sounds like you know what you want.
Yeah. It's funny, you can think until you're blue in the face. Sometimes you just gotta trust your gut.
I'm very happy for you, Gil. For both of you.
Thanks, Ryder. Or should I say, Auntie Pathfinder.
What? No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
More tests? You said...
I know what I said, but your protein levels are on the low side.
Doc, I'm missing 3 lungs. Who gives shit about protein levels?
I do.
Just let her worry about you, old man.
One bottle of Acantha, barely opened.
It's medicinal, you understand. Cuts down hangovers, which will save PB and Drax some grief.
Of course.
Thank you, Ryder. Would you ask Liam when we're doing this? I've got a couple of things to finish up.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
I say, let's enjoy a few movies. And everyone else says, no, let's have an extravaganza with all the trimmings.
You're complaining?
No. Well, maybe, because now I need to do it all justice. You got me a decent library, but I heard someone has a director's cut of Last of the Legion, the banned version, remastered, no crappy extras added for the Hannah.
And you want me to look for it?
It'd be the gold-dusted cherry on your sundae. In the meantime, I'll get things set. We're more than ready for a night in.
Hey, Kadara. Well, I guess I can go and look for it, so we can have this movie night. But if anyone wants anything more, then
You can fix it?
It's just editing a config file. You could probably fix it.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
alright, let's take a further look around.
We're a long way out here.
I'll say. There's quite a view of the Scourge. I'm picking up something. Probe away. Got a reading from the asteroid belt.
The resident of this escape pod has been deceased for some time, but her records reveal she was one of the Nexus exiles. Passion for the Andromeda Initiative's scientific goals never fade. She died here on a final exploratory mission. Oh damn. Let's hope that doesn't happen to us one of these days. Continue to explore stuff, son, and then you just die while doing that. Bad way to go. Images from an unmanned flyover of Everodan brought its gemstone mountains to garner attention centuries ago. The planet was an icon of alien beauty, now generally forgotten. Until now. Some lazy-ass Pathfinder, instead of doing the things she was supposed to do, just decided to let's just take a trip over all the systems in the galaxy. Because why not? Plus 29... 29's constant downpour of sulfuric acid rain evaporates before touching the planet's surface, where streams of lava are spewed regularly by active volcanoes. Wow.
I'm picking up something.
Past 40's moon likely came into being through a massive asteroid impact millennia ago, creating both the planet's rings and past 48.
Deploying probe. We've got a crater.
Right at the center of the crater is an ancient metal object that appears to be some sort of torpedo. It seems past 48 was caught in a crossfire of a space battle centuries or millennia ago. Neat.
Anomaly detected.
Yeah, I saw it. Past 32 is, according to our best calculations, positioned at a safe distance from the Scourge, so that's just such that observations made from past 32 are not wildly distorted by Scourge effects.
Deploying probe. Satellite detected.
That appears to use initiative and technology and is oriented to monitor Scourge. How and why it was placed, however, is a mystery. And for our leadership to be so stuck up using you know, any sort of resources, sure, a lot of them made it out here somehow.
There were once hundreds of books and films about this system.
fascinating to dream about. That was before the kit.
Yeah, and it has a very interesting accretion disk, to be honest. Very interesting. Since I had crushingly heavy gravity may be more dangerous than its molten seas, it was named for a mythical Angaran world.
Anomaly detected.
Wait, what?
Anomaly on sensors.
Though Netikuru is arid and cold, liquid water can be found in its underground seas and during rare rains. Multiple Angaran colonies were planned, none were ever founded.
Probes launched. I found something.
Biomatter growth. This vast forward appears to be sustained by an enormous underground reservoir. Individual plants seem to be linked, almost acting as a single organism. Well, I guess life will always find a way.
Anomaly on sensors. Probe away. Got a reading from the asteroid belt.
Is that a cat ship? This cat survey vessel appears to have been searching the asteroid field for life before it suffered an engine failure. A select few rock samples have mysteriously survived. Miraculously, not mysteriously. It was a miracle, not a mystery. Alright.
Anomaly detected.
The largest moon of the gas giant Irivosna, Stodran, was one time believed by Angaran astronomers to contain pockets of water ice and perhaps microbial life. And there's a satellite here.
Detecting what's left of a ship.
This cat satellite appears to be monitoring the Vortessa system's asteroid belt, recording detailed scans from a safe distance. Oh. Named for an Angaran novel about never-ending water, Pachonyi is a strong candidate for mechanized and automated water ice mining. Okay.
Looks like we're headed to a pretty energetic star.
Deploying radiation and emission screens. Our sensors should be safe.
Oh my. Another blue supergiant.
Anomaly detected. Probes launched. I found something.
You know what? Element zero ordinary forms in the aftermath of supernova. This pocket appears to be naturally occurring, but the circumstances are wrong. Could the scourge be a factor? That'd be kind of weird to just see element zero out in the middle of nowhere. That's odd on a scientific level. Because why would it remain there? Huh. What do we have here? Aurora flashes are visible at most times of the day from the cobalt surface of Ishang. The electromagnetic effects may interfere with communications. Alright.
I'm picking up something.
Plenty of conditions on Pass 51 are amenable to development of life, microbial at least, but its stirring temperatures are not an obstacle that's not easily overcome.
Probes launched. Getting a scan.
Mountain. Water vapor escapes from the cracks in this mountain, suggesting that somewhere deep underground, where temperatures are far cooler, a reservoir might exist. If life form exists on Pass 51, it'll be there. The seething radiation of the Bosavai sun keeps portions of past 60 molten at all times. Attempting to land here would be extremely inadvisable. Shame. Two Fonda's weather is uncommonly tranquil for a gas giant, with clouds and electric storms moving slow. Predictable patterns worthy of further study. Right. Okay, so let's plant another one of these beacons for Meridian. Although we can actually plant the third one in the system that we haven't visited before. I guess we're going to be doing that then, because we only need to plant 3 apparently. We can plant them, you know, anywhere we like. So let's head to Kadara. But I'm actually going to be ending this episode as soon as we touch down on Kadara, where in the next episode we're going to be buying another movie for movie night. Then maybe, hopefully, movie night can actually happen. And aside from that, we'll plant the rest of the satellites and then see if we can make the move on the real Meridian, as opposed to the command center that we've been looking at a few episodes ago. But we'll see that next time, I think. Have a good one.